Yeah, we're recording. Morning, Beefy. Oh, it's been a while. Oh, got 3 layers on. I went for a walk earlier. Oh, still warming up. Right. The title of this episode, Rising a Storm with Leah, Chloe and Michael. However, the first, and it's just, it's white. That's what it is. Just, um, it's white. So now it's an EP by Suchi. Again, the Jam Supernova Effect. I don't think she stood in for Jams, but she was certainly one of a After Dark discovery or one to watch. Born in Oslo, of course, um, of I think, Indian heritage. And she does, and I know you're not a great fan of this, but sit down, don't walk away. Um, Electronic dance music. And this, yeah, black vinyl. It's called Swift. About 10 to 15 minutes each side. And I know I've said it before with the carrot cake analogy, it's the layers. And whereas some electronic music there can just be a beat and it's that kind of overrides everything. This is just layered in. So there's different beats. Um, yeah, I think, yeah, off the top of my head. I mean, I listened to it yesterday. It's, well, I've listened to it quite a few times. Um, yeah, it's really good. I wouldn't be reviewing if it wasn't. Um, it's, yeah, dare I say, infectious. It's good fun. I like it. It's a good upbeat. Makes me happy. I'm not so sure about you. And then I've been. Well, it took a while to get it. Stormzy. I forgot the bloody title. This is what I mean. That's it. His third album. I was going to do a long piece about just his history, this, that, and the other. And he's been on TV shows, been interviews, been on one-to-one interviews. He's been on the radio since what NJ a month or so ago. And I was going to do all this big thing, and then I realised, yes, I know Stormzy, but I don't know Michael. So, what do I think about this? It's fabulous. His third album. Um, I did hear it was Shawnee B. There's no grime track on there, and doesn't have to be. This is his progression as an artist, as a man. Um, there's political bits in there. There is rapping. There's political bits. There's a big still um, a thing about Grenfell. And just the titles, Fire and Water. This is what I mean. Fire Babe, Please, Need You, Hide and Seek, My Presidents Are Back, Samphia's Plea, Holy Spirit, Bad Blood. I got my smile back. And I think that defines him, I believe, now in his life. Um, yes, again, it's a double up. And it's fab. Yeah, it really is good. I can see. Oh, what's his last? I forgot his last album. Oh Jesus. Um, but there's Gang Signs and Prayer. No, I can't remember now. There are similarities between the two, one or two songs, but this is different. He's growing as an artist. That's all I'm going to say. But the music is fabulous. Took a while coming out, pandemic. Then after that, people, supply chains, this, then, I don't know. I mean, I should have got this sometime. I ordered it in October when it came, when it was like be released, and then it took 3 weeks from, yeah, album's being released, you'll get it soon, and it's like, okay, where is it? Then eventually 3 weeks later it came. I've had it a couple of weeks. I haven't just got round to recording this. It's like, it's really good. Now this, you're gonna think, what the hell is he on? So 2 weekends ago, I think it was. My son's got a dog. Luna. I think her mum, or one of the parents, is a pug Jack Russell. The other parent is a poodle. So she's, yeah, short with long legs. Absolutely beautiful. I love it to bits. And yeah, and I just, because I was going through obviously saving stuff. Then on the Sunday, I went, oh yeah, what did I save yesterday on YouTube? So I put it on, and I recorded this gig. And I thought, who the fuck are they? The name, no, I'm not going to say that. And it's an hour and a half, post-pandemic, mainly acoustic. Two sisters, Claire, Chloe and Leah. Yeah, Chloe and Leah. Their name, okay, yeah, their name. Rising Appalachia. I used to call it the Appalachians, but it's the Appalachians. They were born in Atlanta, Georgia. Their parents come, and at the top of Georgia is the bottom of the Appalachians. And their parents are heavily involved in that sort of fiddle and banjo music. And I don't mean Deliverance. It's not like ding 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 ding. It's nothing like that. I've seen Deliverance, and no, it's nothing like that. So there's that sort of that regional music. Um, so they grew up and they played the banjo, guitar. One of them, one of them plays the fiddle. And again, I said before, familial voices. They just work. Leah's a bit more hippified, I think. It started just them, and then they found somebody else, and then somebody else. So they started as a two-piece, went to a four-piece, and then one of the gigs there was 9 of them there. They're amplified, an acoustic guitar, but just amplified. The voices were amplified, so but you got one guy plays the cello, and he's playing it normally, either plucking it like a double bass, and one bit he's playing it like a guitar. It's like, wow. And there's one guy, it's a box, and it has this round thing, and he was like percussion, a bit like I said with the bayi, just it's just a box, which is a musical instrument, but I think it's just a giant gourd. So again, depending where you hit the gourd, is the bass note you get. And they've got a trumpeter, they've got someone who played the accordion. What else? Trumpet. Wow. And their songs. Their latest album, which I've got to get from the States, it's going to take a while. The Lost Mystique of Being in the Know. And from this, there's one called Silver and Clay. I just get me there. Really do. So this is a live concert from, here they are. Right, it's a gatefold. That's the back. Nice quality gatefold. So it's a live gig. Sorry. They've been, what I can find on obviously good old Spotify, for about 2004. 2005. So that's what, 17 years. I think they were in their early 30s. And you can see the progression, how they've matured. And then when this gig up, they lived in New Orleans for a few years. One of the guys, oh my God, he's from Senegal or Malawi, Mali. So there's that influence. So you've got their like New Orleans jazz influence. You've got this guy who brings his traditional folk roots music. And their voices, again, they're just it's it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And they do here, there's some traditional tunes they play as well, which are just I don't know how I saved the video, but it was just a case of, oh my God, it's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Um, I don't know if you'd like it. Probably not, if I'm being honest, but it's fine. It's not a problem. And three completely different albums, which gets me this time of year. You get people saying, "Oh, my album of the year, this, that, and the other." I don't have. I mean, here I'm not going to pick them up. So you've got electronic, you've got rap, you've got folk music from Southern Appalachians. Over here, should have planned this. Yeah, Doom Cannon. This came out this year. So that's this year's. Any couple of years ago, last year, George Riley came out this year. Fantastic. Um, Jenny Cleaver, Source, Ezra Collective. This did come out this year. I have a little box which I just albums was just kind of they get repeated and I put something else in. I always get it from there as a pain. Access Denied. That's a couple of years old now. Ray Black. Maya Garcia. Source. And Whatever the Weather. What do they have in common? All bought this year. I've got some Ella Fitzgerald, which I bought in this cafe. That's for those recordings, the 60s. Bought this year. Ella Fitzgerald isn't the Maya Garcia, Ray Black, Ezra Collective, Suchi, Stormzy, Rising Appalachia. And that's the thing. I bought them. I like them. They are all different. Um, they they yeah, hug my soul. And whatever mood I'm in, or what my mood changing, they're fabulous. And that's the thing about music. Yeah, I've got some old stuff. I've got some new stuff. I am not obsessed with the Beatles or the Rolling Stones or Steely Dan or Bob Dylan or what everybody else. It's like, oh, I like them. You know, it's like this clique, other sort of people who um, review vinyl. It has to be, oh, look at me, I've got the latest Miles Davis or I can't remember anybody else. And it's like, yes, but there is more to life and music than just having the latest box set of the Beatles, which just drives me mad. Anyway, so um, probably the last video of the year, number 15. Woo! And yeah, brilliant. I don't know if you listen to Stormzy, if he's your man, but again, what we hear on the radio isn't. There's a few we've heard of there, but there's some other songs which are slower stuff, a bit more soulful, which don't get played because nobody does play them. But I wish they would. And I suppose a little bit of a rant. And on all music stations, they won't play. And because they haven't got albums at the moment, even EPs like Christelle's, for instance, she's fantastic. Debbie. Again, probably she could have someone should release an EP. I don't think. Touch wood, I may be wrong. And it's just play the stuff which isn't the popular stuff or the most widely. Oh, it's them, it's them. I know Target does, and it's fantastic. That's a great source of inspiration. As Jams has been, but she's moved on to do other things. There's Cass Kid, so that might be a source for me. We'll see what happens. Anyway, God, Christmas Eve in a week. Have a good one, brother. I've rambled on too long now. Yeah, what could have been 10 minutes? It's now nearly 16. You take care. Catch you later.